Oh my god, guys. They've named a shoe after me. It's called the April sandal.
I thought Figures had the annoying boot.
That was quite good, actually, Matt. I'll give you that. The April sandal. They must send me that. They must send me this shoe.
Welcome to The Good, the Bad and the Fixable. This is where the design team at Radiant, Shopify agency, take a look at an e-commerce site and decide what they think is good about it, what they think is bad about it, and what they think could be fixed. So I'm here with my design colleagues, Leanne and April. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. Today we're going to be looking at Grenson.com, which is a heritage shoe manufacturer, I think going back to the 1860s. So let's have a look at the website and then let's see what we found. So today we're going to start with what we think is good. So 1 point each, what we've looked at and think they've done really well. So, Leanne, would you like to go first?
So what I think was pretty good is if I take us through, it was their PDPs.
Oh, for goodness sake, that was mine. Purposely kept my notes separate so none of you could copy.
Well,
I did mine ages ago. I did mine first. It was
well,
in my brain. We just telepathically copied each other.
we do.
Oh my god, there's two named April. Can you click on the ones named after me, please?
Of course.
Thank you. They were named specifically after me.
I just thought they had a lot of information. They're really good. For instance, if we look at the product description, we've got material, product colour, sort of fitting. It's not something that you would normally see. Obviously, the colour, the swatches are always there, but in terms of material and fitting, it's nice and high up in that viewport. You don't have to go looking for it. They've got a little bit of a description here. And then they've got, again, their USPs in here as well. I think it's just a nicely laid out product description. And I think the images as well, really like accompany it. If you just scroll down, they've got like different shots, different angles. It's something you have to go looking for more information and deep dive into it. I think everything is just displayed quite nicely. Nothing's really hidden. And then if we scroll down, they've got a bit sort of about the heritage, the craft, some videos. I think it's just a nicely laid out PDP. It's not too long either, but I think they just have enough information to sort of back the product, back the brand, and everything they need to know.
Lovely. So a really good example of a product page there, basically. Okay, cool. April, what did you come up with when you were having a look around the site?
So mine was also the PDP, but I've just had another little scout to try and get something new. If you use the navigation for me, Leanne, it's got like a really nice interaction. So what they've got is you can see exactly which menu item you're hovering on. So at the top, you've got that black bar, and then every like menu item in the drop-down menu has like an interaction animation, which I think works really well. And when you like move your mouse across the main menu, it's just got a really nice kind of interaction element to it.
Thank you. So what did I think? So I liked their about section on the site. So I don't know if this is typical for a lot of shoppers. I always have a look at the about section of websites. I like to see what's going on. Is that atypical? Is that something that is not what you find as designers?
I think it depends on how you shop, because people who are really like sustainability savvy, they want to know more about like how the products are made and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't, like, for me as a shopper, and I feel like I speak for a lot of people, I know what I want, or I don't know what I want, and I'm going for the product. I don't really, not that I don't care about the brand. I think it depends on how you shop and what's important to you at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a person with valid views, so just let me live. So
Okay.
I mean, I like it as, I think it's good having about. To me personally, I prefer to have like a snippet of about on the homepage, and if I want to explore a bit more, I will.
yeah. Fair enough.
I'm too impatient as a shopper. Like, I just want to get in and get out. Like, it's the same experience as it is in store for me. I just want to get in and get out. Like, I can't be bothered to look at anything else.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I'm not a massive online shopper, so perhaps I'm not a typical.
I didn't think you were, to be honest.
No, it's fair enough. But no, I liked it because they've got lots of stuff here that I thought was good. A few
Yeah,
have
but
a scroll around.
Yeah, which one did you click in?
So heritage, actually, I'll talk about this in a bit, but the heritage bit first. So it was kind of, they've got timelines, product histories, videos, imagery,
That's
initiatives like their charity events they do, and the celebrity collaborations. So there's lots of rich content there that I thought gave a good overview of the brand and its ethos, what it's all about, really. And then also from a more functional and practical point of view, it's a good opportunity for lots of links there to other areas of the site, like the products and collections. So it does perform a practical function as well. But I like that stuff. I like finding about the brand. So yeah, perhaps not something that a lot of shoppers are interested in, but I quite liked that attention to detail.
Yeah. And I think it works as well if the brand got the content for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, more often than not, we see brands not really have enough content to kind of bulk out about pages, but yeah, it's worked well here. And I think, like you say, because it is a heritage brand, they have the story behind it.
Exactly.
So I feel like if you have got a nice story behind your brand, it should definitely be showcased.
Yeah.
So that's the good. That's what we think is good. So what about, I mean, we're going to use the term bad here. It's a bit harsh. Sorry, Grenson, if you're watching, we perhaps don't mean bad, but you know what I mean. It was just for how we titled the show. April, we'll start with you. What did you think was bad about the website?
Could you please go to the homepage? And if we've copied each other again, I'm going to be really annoyed. It's those circles. I get the intention. They're like quick links. I get what they're there for. But visually, they're not it. They kind of look like errors. They don't really match the branding of the website. Like I think if you want to use it, do they even do anything?
I think that, yeah, they are.
Like, I get the purpose behind it, quick links, but it's just, visually, it's not that great. And I also think if your homepage is intuitive enough, you shouldn't really need them. Or if your navigation is intuitive enough, like they could be like nice visual collection blocks, like nice imagery, entices you in. That's just not doing it for me.
When I had a quick look over it, when I had seen shipping and returns, I just automatically thought of like a USP.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was more like actionable.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Okay. And Leanne, what do you think was bad about the site?
Sorry, mine was also on the homepage. It was just the lack of product. So we have a lot of content in terms of collections and the images are lovely, but there's no physical product. So like a carousel, for instance, like the user has to go into the navigation or they have to go through a specific collection on the homepage. We don't have sort of like a nice carousel of products just displayed so they can go straight into a PDP from here. I just think that would be like a nice addition because they've got really nice content. I think that would just be nice to work alongside.
From my point of view, I had a look around the site. I couldn't see any customer reviews or social proof anywhere on the site.
Well done, Matthew. You honestly, you doing these little podcasts with us, you're learning.
Yeah,
I'm learning.
You're really learning.
Yeah.
Thanks, girls.
I'm impressed. Could you go to it? I just want to check this though. Can you go to a PDP and we can just see if he's actually correct?
Yeah, just have a look. Yeah, make sure I'm right first.
We'll go to Dotty this time. Yeah, I can't see anything to do with reviews.
No, so I did have a look on Trustpilot. They have got a profile. So what I thought would be a good idea, maybe if they worked on generating some more positive reviews and then pulled that through to the website here, maybe incorporated some UGC so that customers can review and include pictures because they're really nice products. If they have pictures of the products kind of out in the wild being worn in real life, I just thought that would
out in the wild. Are we thinking like, you know, in the outbacks?
Yeah, wearing your April sandals in the jungle. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just giving it, showing people really is in the
lifestyle.
Yeah, that's the word.
Well done, Matthew. I'm very proud.
Thank you, design team. I'm learning. So yeah, that was the bad in inverted commas, and then finally what we thought could be fixable. So something that maybe is a good idea that could be implemented better, or some kind of enhancement that you've identified. So April, if you'd like to start.
Yeah, could you please go to a collection page, please. It's a little bit difficult on your bigger screen, but on my screen, I've got a 13-inch MacBook I'm looking at this on. The filter takes up a lot of room. And although I feel like the filter is great to have because obviously you can narrow your selection of products down, it just on my screen, it's as it is difficult to see on yours. On my screen, the filter takes up like nearly half the page. So I think the filter size could be reduced just to give the actual products more prominence because you filter, and it's also not static. That filter isn't static. So when you scroll, it just disappears. Actually,
Yeah.
if you kept the filter static, at least you could see exactly. But you know what I mean? You're only looking at that small portion of products. It might be nice to get like 4 in a row just so that you get to see more. So yeah, that was my little fix.
Cool. I'll go next. I thought this might be me being rubbish. This might be my own failing to some degree, but looking at the top nav.
Sorry, can you hear Joey?
I know, I'm so sorry. He stood like just off to the right of us, and I'm trying to ignore everybody.
Is that your greyhound?
Yeah.
Is he
just
clucking
keeps
about?
looking. Yeah. Joey, shush. Go for it.
That's okay. Pets are always a good addition, aren't they?
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, sorry.
So my fixable, or something that I wanted to flag was the top nav. So only the new in link was clickable, I think, and the rest of it was dropped down.
Yeah.
And I found that a bit unusual because normally there's an about
Yeah.
link and you click through to it and have a look, but obviously they've got several pages below. So I just found that a little bit not what I expected.
Yeah.
It's difficult because we normally recommend from a UX perspective for all top links to clickable through to a landing page or a collection page or whatever. But I get why they've done it is because they've really like separated out their pages and they want to try and categorize it into about. That's why there's no.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and it's also a lot for brands to have to like continuously create landing pages with like all of the links in and stuff. So I do get it, but probably not the best from a UX perspective.
Yeah. And Leanne, for your fixable element, what did you come up with?
Well, it's actually closely tied in what you've just said. So how you obviously said new in, what I was looking at was there's a lot of duplication of naming conventions. So you've got shop men's, and then you've got men's sandals, men's sneakers, men's loafers. And I know it could be more like maybe like SEO point of views, but again, I just think it's just a lot of duplication of the same word. And again, you've got new in within the main header. You've also got it duplicated again within the menu. I think there's just a lot going on, and I don't know if that could be maybe simplified.
I saw that as well. I did wonder if it was an SEO thing because there's a lot of terms there that you'd search for in Google, aren't there? Like loafers, boots, etc. Yeah. Now, is there anything else that you wanted to comment on the website before we wrapped up? Anything else that you thought was worth mentioning?
I feel like I'm a broken record. I say this pretty much every podcast. Like, there's just so much that could be done. Like, the imagery is so cool. Like, the way they've done it, it's kind of like retro. I don't know what the word is for the like imagery. It's very retro vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they could do so much more in terms of sort of how they lay out their content. Like you said, the imagery is nice. They could have big, impactful sort of, I don't want to say necessarily a collage on the homepage, but like a layout like that.
But even like the UI, like if you're going to go for I don't know if the intention is retro. I'm like, it's quite vintage, it's heritage, but like you could do something so cool, like really hone in on your audience and really like go full impact on like the brand style and vibe.
Yeah. And I think when you land on it from this point of view, I think it's quite like strong in terms of how they have their hero content. But then I think as you scroll, it sort of maybe loses a bit of that personality. Like you sort of said with these components here, and then moving down into like the content, it sort of just drops off a little. It doesn't have the impact as the hero does.
Mm-hmm. It needs to be more impactful. Scroll down, like those silver shoes. That's what it needs to do. Like, whoa.
So the whole website needs to be more like the silver shoes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Perfect place to leave it. Thank you both. We'll get in touch with Grenson and see if we can do a site redesign for them. Get them on board, make it more impactful, and we'll put it in the pitch deck. We want your site to be more like the silver shoes.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, thanks both. If you've enjoyed this, get in touch with us, and we'd love to review your site as well and help you make it better. So until next time, thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.